YouTube, man. Welcome back to another reaction video. It's your boy She Loves Be Loud. And today's video, I know it was 2 months ago. I should have reacted to it when I first saw it, but I'm gonna go ahead and react to it now. It is where are these viral high school basketball players today? You know what I'm saying? So, we're gonna go ahead and watch this video and see what's going on. So man, road to 5K subs. We already hit 1,000 already. Now we just need those 4,000 watch hours, man. And yeah. So we can go ahead and get this. This shit's hard as hell, bro. It's not hard. You gotta make more videos and better videos, but that's why I'm doing these reaction videos to get this damn fucking watch time up, man. So it's a little hard, but I'm gonna definitely. Oh shit! Gonna definitely do it, man. So let's go ahead and get to this video, bro.
Want to create some high
and get to this video, man. But for sure, definitely gonna need
build an app to run it with Base 44. This finance app solves your business.
Definitely need to get this 4,000 watch hours, man, for real.
Some high school stars go on to rise through the ranks and live up to the hype, turning their talent into a successful NBA career, while others fade out and face controversies, from throwing gloves in the ring after a failed NBA career.
Wasn't Akil Carl didn't make it to the NBA because his height? That's why he went to the G League, but it was called the D League at the time. But yeah.
To shifting gears into music after shoplifting charges. Here are 10 high school basketball players who once took over the internet with their talent and what happened to them now, starting with Julian Newman, who made headlines by debuting on his high school varsity basketball team
because he's short, man. That's the reason why, man.
Just 11 years old. After dropping 91 points in a middle school game, his coach, who also happened to be his dad, bumped him up to varsity. By the time he was a junior in high school, Julian had already crossed the 3,500 point mark. Averaging 17 points per game, he became the youngest player ever to reach 1,000 career varsity points. Newman was dominating the stat sheets and the publicity that came with it. His athletics were raking up millions of views on YouTube, and his stats became national news, making appearances with Steve Harvey and Conan. But there was one thing that was holding him back. I hope he grows tall so he has a chance for this to become something. However, it never happened. Despite the flashy handles and deep threes, Julian's size eventually caught up to him. At just 5'7" and barely 120 pounds, he simply didn't fit the physical mold that college scouts and the NBA were looking for.
I think he should at least lifted some weights and gained some weight, man, for real, bro, because he would have definitely still would have been somewhere, because he was so fucking talented, bro. But I didn't know he was fucking 120, bro. Hell no, you bullshit. You should have lifted some damn weights, bro.
Top recruiting platforms like ESPN never ranked him, but along with his size, it was also his overly confident, sometimes cocky attitude that kept him away from first-rate basketball. With his father coaching him throughout high school, Julian grew accustomed to special treatment. He never developed into a team player. In fact, he was often the one causing ruckus on the court. Now with D1 offers off the charts, no serious college offers, and his high school career behind him, Newman pivoted back to where it all began, social media. He now runs a YouTube channel where he's often seen battling other players one-on-one in pickup games. Today, he has over 1 million Instagram followers and over 11,000 YouTube subscribers. With his NBA career off the table, Julian has been hopping into every influencer sports league he can, from basketball to dodgeball.
Yeah, he should have left. He should have left.
He's even stepped into the ring, joining influencer boxing events to stay relevant. Although Newman's rebranding as an influencer has kept him in the spotlight, he'll always be overshadowed by the success of his longtime rival, LaMelo Ball, who made his high school debut at just 13 years old. But unlike Newman, LaMelo was already 5'9" and dropped an impressive 27 points in one of his first varsity games. At just 15, he scored a jaw-dropping 92 points in a single game, surpassing Newman's 91-point mark
Oh,
and
dang.
ranking second in California
Oh,
high
damn,
school
I know he was
history.
15.
But it was a half-court shot 2 seconds after a tip-off in a 2016 game that stunned the internet and set the stage for his social media fame. By the end of his sophomore
Damn,
year,
that was
that
after
stunned me,
tip-off?
but it was Newman's 91-point mark
Oh,
and
he
ranking
lit.
second in
There's no way
California
after
high school
tip-off. Fuck
history.
no, it
But it
wasn't.
was a half-court shot 2 seconds after a tip-off in a 2016 game that stunned the internet and set the stage for his social media fame. By the end of his sophomore year, he was the internet. It was a half-court shot 2 seconds after a tip-off in a 2016 game that stunned the internet and set the stage for his social media fame. By the end of his sophomore year, he was averaging 26.7 points and nearly 10 assists per game. And his YouTube mixtapes were garnering millions of views. LaMelo had become a novelty at just 16. He had his own signature shoe, starred in his family's Facebook reality series, and was already driving a Lamborghini.
What kind of car do you drive now? Lambo. Or BMW.
But instead of the usual high school to college route, he signed for Lithuanian League, becoming the youngest American pro basketball player in modern history. However, the level of competition was weak, and the move felt more like a publicity tour for the Ball family brand than true development. After clashes over the lack of playing time and ankle injuries, LaMelo moved again, joining his father's Junior Basketball Association before heading to Australia for a serious shot at pro basketball. He signed with the Illawarra Hawks in Australia's NBL, where he played one season and broke records for viewership and media attention.
I just think it's the best route for me. I'm trying to be the #1 pick for the 2020 draft, so.
Though he wasn't in the NBA yet, LaMelo had already become the 12th most followed basketball player in the world. He had the attention of the world and the talent to match it up. In the 2020 NBA draft, LaMelo was selected 3rd overall by the Charlotte Hornets and wasted no time making an impact.
3rd pick in the 2020 NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select LaMelo Ball from Chino Hills, California.
The past life you had will shock you.
California.
He became the youngest player in NBA history to record a triple-double and capped off with an NBA Rookie of the Year. The following season, he earned the NBA All-Star selection with 36 points, 9 rebounds, and 7 assists in a single game. LaMelo Ball is raking up stats unlike anything seen before in Charlotte Hornets history. He even made a serious contender for the 2024 NBA All-Star, but the coach's selections ultimately kept him off the roster. With this pace, we might see him become
LaMelo Ball, bro. Y'all gotta understand, he cold as fuck, bro, and he been put it in that fire since he was 13, 15 years old, bro. So, the hell?
Becoming the face of the NBA soon, an honor that even the best 14-year-old in the country, 7th Woods, couldn't achieve. 7th was ruling social media as an 8th grader, with his highlighting mixtape becoming the most viewed high school basketball video of all time, with over 16 million views. 7th wowed fans with his outrageous athleticism. He was dunking on players older than him and was virtually unstoppable. In his freshman year, he averaged 19.3 points per game, earning the prestigious Hammond Basketball Player of the Year title and making many believe he was about to break into the NBA. In 2014, Woods helped the U16 Team USA win gold at the FIBA Americas. He earned the 5-star recruit status in the top 54 nationally. Sadly for Woods, it wouldn't get any better than that. Although he eventually made it to UNC, most of his college career was marred with injuries and inconsistency. At UNC, Woods played a backup role behind Joel Berry and Kobe White, which severely limited his court time. In 40 games, he averaged just 7.7 minutes and contributed 2.7 points per game. Things looked even bleaker the following year as 7th missed 17 games due to a stress fracture in his right foot. His career high performance was the one against Gonzaga, where he expressed his disappointment about his performance. Tonight, I had 14 points, and I'm still not satisfied with that. I still got a lot more to show, but it didn't get any better. 7th never got a featured role in all his 3 years at UNC. People had started to question whether he was really cut out for high-level basketball. He peaked early, didn't have the growth spurt as expected, undersized, shooting stroke sneaky at best, not NBA quality. With no future in college basketball, 7th turned overseas. In 2023, he signed with the UCC Demons in Ireland, putting an end to his NBA dream. But faring against low competition in the Irish League had certainly put Woods on a pedestal ahead of everyone, and he himself agrees to this. Some of the shots that I have now would have been snatched away in college. Despite NBA troubles, Woods still managed to keep his basketball passion alive, unlike Akil Carr, whose arrest and legal troubles put him off NBA track.
And that was the reason?
Akil Carr started out as a bright, smart...
I'm gonna tell y'all this, bro. Akil Carr was that nigga, man. And what happened to him the other day, bro, man, I was just sad because, bro, he looks so fucking little out there, bro. Like, he was little in these videos, but you can see he had a little weight gain, you know what I'm saying, to him. And, man, I didn't know that I thought the reason why was because his height. Damn.
Kid who happened to be exceptional at basketball.
And he was so fucking skinny that damn day, the other day when he played against the left-hand Dom. Oh my God. It was bad. He looked like a nigga that shouldn't have been playing. Like the card looked good. Akil Carr versus left-hand Dom. Damn. But no, bro. Akil, y'all just going off these niggas' names now, bro.
Despite standing at barely 5'6", a dwarf by basketball standards, Carr was lightning quick handle, which made him a local legend at Patterson High in Baltimore. Locals called him the Crime Stopper.
Why you come to see Akil?
He's the best player in the nation.
Akil Carr, the Crime Stopper. Why you come to see the Crime Stopper?
Because when Carr is on the court...
Now, last thing. Y'all see how little this nigga is. I ain't know he was that little. Damn. Y'all gotta realize, bro, to be that fucking, have all that fame at that height, you know how cold you gotta be, and Akil Carr was that nigga.
Crime comes to a halt around Baltimore.
Last thing, I'm gonna stopping it. And what fucks up me, bro, is when niggas grow older and see, like, them niggas now, bro, it should be sad, cause like, bro, nigga, you know you was my idol, nigga, when I was younger, and now you just like, it's a regular nigga, bro. Damn.
Or as everyone flocks to see him play. After 7th Woods, Carr's mixtapes were second in line in terms of number of views at the time. In 2011, Carr's fame went global when he led Team USA's U19 squad to win gold in Italy. That same year, Carr reportedly received a $750,000 contract offer from Italian club L'Automatica Roma, making it the largest ever offer to a high school player who hadn't yet graduated. Carr, however, turned it down to focus on the NBA.
You turned that bitch down. 750. You turned that bitch down. You know, if you was killing over there, you can go to the damn NBA right then and there. Let's see the story.
Path through college. He returned to the U.S. with scholarship offers from elite programs including Seton Hall, Kentucky, and Baylor. But before he could formally sign a contract, Carr
11 รถใหญ่กับดิวเด็ด11 บาททั้งวันใน Shopee Live ส่งฟรีส่งไว
Carr was behind bars. In 2012, he was arrested.
Oh, he was behind. Oh, no, man. Why do niggas always fuck up the opportunity, bro? What the fuck?
Arrested on domestic assault charges and was accused of pushing his then girlfriend to the ground and then kicking and punching her multiple times. While he was released on a $50,000 bond, the incident put a serious dent to his reputation. To make matters worse, speculation grew that Carr might be ineligible for NCAA play as he was approaching age 19 before the season. So he decided to skip college basketball completely and go straight for the NBA, a dream that never realized. Carr went undrafted in the 2013 and 2014 NBA drafts, and with no college gig to look back to, all he could count on were NBA development leagues. He had brief stints with the Delaware 87ers in the NBA Development League and the St. John Millrats in Canada, only to get suspended by both teams once again for conduct detrimental to the team. And just like that, Baltimore basketball phenomenon Akil Carr struggled to find a foothold foothold in the pros. In 2022, the newly formed Reading Rebels of the Basketball League gave Akil Carr another shot at the game. Now entering his third season with the team, Carr has managed to stay afloat in the amateur league. If only he had taken his college career more seriously, like this new chap, Kyle Filipowski, who built his reputation on his exceptional playmaking abilities rather than social media numbers. With a 6'10" frame at just 18 years old, Kyle wasn't your typical high school build. He drove the ball like a guard and even knew how to make a special lay for a loose ball. He played for 2 high schools before settling at Wilbraham and Monson Academy in Massachusetts, where his game truly began to take flight. As a sophomore in 2021, Kyle starred for Team USA at the 2021 FIBA U18 World Cup, helping win gold and being named the Gatorade Massachusetts Player of the Year. Filipowski's rank as a consensus 5-star recruit and a scout grade of 93 led him to being pursued by top college programs like Iowa, Michigan, Syracuse, and UCLA. Eventually, Kyle chose Duke's, and it didn't take him long to become a key player in a stacked Duke team. He averaged 15 points and 9.2 rebounds per game, winning the ACC Rookie of the Year award as well as ACC Tournament MVP honors. By this point, it looked like Filipowski had a real shot at the lottery position in the 2023 NBA draft, but surprisingly, he preferred to stay one more year at Duke to refine his skills or perhaps to get the most out of his NIL deal, which now—
Oh my God. Oh my Lord.
now amount
So I say you wanted to wait another year just to
to $7.2 million. Either way, the decision paid off. As a sophomore, Kyle became only the 7th Duke player in 50 years to surpass 1,000 career points in his first 2 seasons. With that many accolades, even mock drafts ranked him top 20 in the 2024 draft. However, off-court rumors surrounding Kyle's personal life, particularly alleged grooming accusations involving his fiancée, Caitlin Hutchinson, drew intense negative attention. The controversy contributed to his unexpected drop, drew intense negative attention. The controversy contributed to his unexpected drop to 32nd overall pick in the 2nd round with the Utah Jazz.
32nd pick in the 2024 NBA Draft, the Utah Jazz select Kyle Filipowski from Duke University.
So many teams passed on such a talented player, all because of some family drama. Despite the fall, Kyle landed in a strong environment at the Jazz. But for a Duke star with a multi-million-dollar NIL portfolio, just scraping into the borderline NBA shows how tough it is to break it into the top league. Yet some players go beyond that, transforming themselves into the next generation of Hall of Famer. Luka Doncic was a young Slovene prodigy, and by the time he was 7 years old, he was already playing against high school players. With early training from his father, Sasha Doncic, a former pro, Luka made even high schoolers look amateur. At 13, Luka moved to Spain to join Real Madrid's youth academy. 3 years later, he was leading their team and even debuted for Real Madrid's pro team. At 16 years of age, he was the youngest ever to do so. From winning the EuroLeague championship for Real Madrid to helping Slovenia win the Eurobasket 2017, Luka had become the 18-year-old LeBron James of European basketball. But would he survive against the big guys of the NBA? That still remained a mystery even for him. In 2018, Luka Doncic declared for the NBA draft and was selected 3rd overall by the Atlanta Hawks, but was immediately traded to the Dallas Mavericks in exchange for Trae Young. Even Mavericks weren't sure how this gamble would play out, but it wasn't until week 6 of his rookie season when he was asked to step in for the injured Dennis Smith Jr. as a point guard. He recorded 15 points and 8 assists in that game, which set the tone for his NBA career. By January, Luka became the youngest player in NBA's history to ever record a 30-point triple-double, and went on to win NBA Rookie of the Year. The next season, he became the fastest NBA player in history to record 2,000 career points, doing it 5 games faster than LeBron James.
What the hell is wrong with Luka? Luka's different. Like it's kind of like street ball,
He plays like a white guy? No, he plays like a black guy. Ah.
By 2025, Luka had been selected to 5 All-Star games and 5 All-NBA first teams, all before age 25. And from the looks of it, he will continue to break records, but now with the LA Lakers. For a player who flew in from Europe to be dominating the NBA, sets Luka leagues ahead of Zion Williamson, who failed to keep an NBA seat despite a promising high school career. As a 6'3" freshman in high school, Zion was a physical freak who made a mockery of his high school competition with windmill dunks, chase down blocks, and rim-rattling alley-oops. In his freshman year alone, he averaged 22 points, 9 rebounds, and 3 blocks per game. And that was just the beginning. Zion quickly became the face of viral high school basketball, and by the age of 16, he already had thousands of followers.
Zion is the most unique athlete I've coached at Duke.
And got featured in Slam magazine and named in the Times Next 100 Most Influential People. Even Drake was seen wearing his high school jersey. He was poised to be the next NBA star, but over the next couple of years, injuries and controversies defined most of his career. The next couple of years,
foot, finger, hamstring.
Injuries and controversies defined most of his career. A torn hamstring, soreness, setbacks, weight issues. Zion was constantly battling his own body just to stay on the court. By 2024, Zion had missed over 60% of games in his NBA career. When he is healthy, he is a great player, but he is never healthy. No point.
Is it because of him, or is it because because of him? But when I say it's because of him, as far as like him not taking care of his body and all this shit, or damn, bro, that shit crazy.
Point in paying a guy that much for missing more than he plays. Even off the court, Zion made
I don't understand why niggas be getting hurt in the NBA, and like when you was in high school and college and shit, it's like you don't get hurt. Is it because of okay, that's kind of gay.
Series
because is it because like the new NBA weight that's on your body now? You know what I'm saying? I don't get it.
Of bad choices. Now in 2025, he's facing serious allegations, including sexual assault, strangulation, and domestic violence. Plus, his alleged involvement with adult film actress Mariah Mills drew intense public scrutiny. And since NBA executives have refused to pick players going through lawsuits, Zion's trade value has hit rock bottom. With such a turbulent record and ongoing legal troubles, it's hard to see him lasting much longer in the league. Yet he's still better off than Yvonne Robb, who had to take an exit out of the NBA for his plummeting gameplay. Yvonne Robb started out strong at the Bishop of...
Man, this nigga Yvonne Robb was that nigga, man. Was he? I think he was #1 player at one point.
Dowd High School in Oakland, California. With a 6'8" and 220 pounds lean frame, he could dominate both ends of the court. But it was that championship-winning free throw with 0.8 seconds left in the final against Mater Dei that thrusted him into the spotlight as a viral basketball star. In his senior year, Ivan earned the California Mr. Basketball, was named McDonald's All-American, and played in the Jordan Brand Classic. By the time he graduated, Yvonne had amassed over 2,000 points and 1,000 rebounds, making him the winningest player in the Bishop O'Dowd history with a 108-19 record. He garnered national attention, and his mixtapes went viral on YouTube. At this rate, it seemed Ivan could go anywhere, but despite offers from Duke, UCLA, and Kentucky, he chose to stay local and play for the California Golden Bears.
I just want to announce that I'm going to the University of Cal Berkeley.
As a freshman at Cal, Ivan secured All-Pac's 12-second team honors and began the next year as a preseason All-American. He was picked by ESPN as a top 10 recruit for the 2015 draft. Despite being projected as the lottery pick, Ivan chose to stay at college for another year. For Ivan Rabb, returning to Cal for another year was a simple choice, but it proved fatal to his professional career. While his performance improved as a sophomore, upping his numbers to 14 points and 10 rebounds rebounds per game, his draft stock cooled off. He went back to school and got worse. Death sentence for a prospect. In the 2017 draft, he was dropped out of the first round entirely, eventually falling to number 35 pick overall by the Orlando Magic, only to be traded to the Memphis Grizzlies. Ivan's time with Grizzlies was underwhelming. He only managed to score 5 points per game on average in 85 games. By now, his downfall was imminent. After a brief assignment with the New York Knicks, the 24-year-old Ivan left the NBA court quietly and for good. He's now shifted his focus into supporting young athletes through his new business venture, Prosperity Rising, a program that focuses on mental health awareness and personal development in addition to basic basketball training. Ivan is helping young youth chase dreams that he couldn't achieve himself, unlike his former teammate LiAngelo Ball, who had his reputation dragged through the mud. Coming from the same family that produced NBA stars like LaMelo and Lonzo Ball, LiAngelo Ball was destined for bigger things. With a former basketball player as his father, he was raised to be the next NBA star. At Chino Hills, the three Ball brothers were a force to be tackled with, but LiAngelo set his own benchmarks. In his senior year, he dropped a school record 72 points in a single game, averaged 33 points per game, and led Chino Hills to an Open Division championship. He had become a viral phenomenon alongside his brothers. Despite being the leading scorer on one of the country's top teams, LiAngelo entered college basketball as just a 3-star recruit. So in 2016, LiAngelo signed to play for the UCLA Bruins to level up his gameplay. However, his college career was short-lived.
3 players on the UCLA men's basketball team are out on bail after they were arrested in China. They're accused of stealing from a Louis Vuitton store near the team's hotel.
They also shoplifted other small items within a 90-minute window between games. The situation quickly spiraled out of control, with LiAngelo facing up to 10 years in prison. Eventually, President Donald Trump had to intervene to secure their release from China.
Off by saying sorry for stealing from the stores in China. President Trump and the United States government for the help that they provided as well.
As a result, LiAngelo was suspended indefinitely from UCLA and subsequently withdrew in 2017. He then signed with BC Pranay, but failed to deliver the same impact on the court that he once had. He even joined his father's Junior Basketball Association League alongside his brother LaMelo, but in comparison, he lacked significantly. After a few NBA G League stints with the Charlotte Hornets and a brief spell in Mexico, he finally put his weapons down. At 24, LiAngelo waved goodbye to professional basketball to become a full-time rapper. LiAngelo reinvented himself as G-Lo to launch a career in music. His debut song Tweaker has garnered over 20 million views on YouTube and secured him a $13 million deal with Universal Music Group. His sudden shift to music seems to be paying off far better.
You know how talented you gotta be, bro, to shift your basketball into rapping, bro, and you still get the same, you know what I'm saying, the same impact as you did when you was in high school, bro. That's crazy. Like, y'all niggas got talent, bro.
Then his basketball career.
People don't even care about what he did in college, you know what I'm saying? It was stupid as hell. But nigga, it's like, I mean, what? Nigga got more money than you. You know what I'm saying? That car clean as hell. Damn.
His recent collaboration with Glorilla has already racked up over 5 million views in just 3 months. From being an internationally disgraced basketball player to an up-and-coming rap star, LiAngelo Ball managed to turn things around. But Mikey Williams couldn't escape a controversy unscathed. He gained early visibility training with LeBron James through his bond with Bronny, but he had the skills and athleticism to back it up. By middle school, Mikey was already being hailed as the top 14-year-old basketball player in the country, ranked ahead of Bronny. And just like that, he hit 1 million Instagram followers before playing a single high school game. He then made a debut on the court as a freshman at San Ysidro High School, scoring 46 points in his debut and later dropping 77 in a single game. By the end of his first year, he averaged 30 points per game, earning Max Prep's National Freshman of the Year and becoming...
It's crazy because he was dunking, he was a 5-star, that's lit. He have hops, like he can jump high as hell, but it looks like he don't be getting up though for some reason, but it's weird to me, it's weird.
a 5-star recruit. Soon, offers came pouring in from Kansas, Memphis, and USC. Puma even handed him a rare sneaker deal while he was still a teenager, which was considered an unprecedented move for a high schooler. At just 16, Mikey was doing magazine covers, signing autographs, and being dubbed a future NBA lottery pick. But what looked like the start of an iconic career turned out to be the peak. He transferred to Lake Norman Christian School in North Carolina for his sophomore year, but couldn't get his high school glory back. Seeking to recapture his form, Mikey returned to San Ysidro for his senior year, but his performance graph dipped down to 23 points per game. Mikey accepted an offer from University of Memphis, but before he could put on the Memphis jersey, the police came knocking on his door.
On the rising local high school basketball star arrested for allegedly shooting at a car full of people.
In April 2023, Williams was arrested in California on multiple felony charges, including assault with a deadly weapon. Eyewitnesses said that he fired shots at a car full of people, including minors, who were leaving his residence after a heated argument.
Or accused of being shooting somebody.
Though no one was injured, Mikey faced 9 felony counts and a potential 30-year prison sentence. He was this close to making it to college, getting some nil money, then possibly making the league, and now it's gone. In November 2023, he took a plea deal, avoiding prison time, but receiving 80 hours of community service and paying $50,000 in bail. But the damage to his reputation was already done. In 2024, he briefly returned to play for the UCF, but could only muster up 5 points across 18 games. After a brief one-year stint at UCF, Mikey Williams has now signed with the Sacramento State Hornets.
Okay, man, so that's the end of the video. Wait, the most loved versus the most hated players in all time. Yeah, because Ben Simmons, get the fuck out of here, man. Okay, YouTube, that's the end of the video, man. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, man. We got more on the way. You already know. You know what I'm saying? So now we're about to just go ahead and get to it. Yeah, about to go ahead and get to it, man. Road to 5K subs. Ready to hit 1,000 already. Now we just need those 4,000 watch hours. Ooh. It's your boy She Loves B-Law, man. We out.